Awesome. Hey guys, we are live. We'll go ahead and just check in for a moment. Hope everyone is doing okay this morning. I know that, things have been a little crazy for all of us, and we may be experiencing some new energy with the new moon coming up tomorrow in Taurus. So today the moon is in Aries. It's actually the last full day that we'll have in Aries. So we're going to play around with some courageous movement, some grounding movement, and then also just trusting our intuition. So before we get started, check in, make sure that you have either a bolster, blanket, blocks, whatever props that you have at home, or you can always makeshift props. So that means grabbing a couple of pillows or maybe just like a personal blanket. Those are always really nice to have too. So with those set to the side, we'll go ahead and get started today on our backs. So we'll scoot down, lower all the way down to the ground. Again, feel free to stretch the legs out long here. Place one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly. So we'll just start to settle in to this breath, to this moment. Checking in with our breath and the rhythm that it is right now without changing it or without labeling it. Just noticing any changes. With your next inhale, we'll go ahead and start to deepen our breath, filling up the belly first, and then the chest. And on your exhale, we feel the belly pull in and the chest falls. So it's almost like we're making a wave. Practicing this breath by moving in and out through our nose, so keeping the mouth closed. Go ahead and allow the hands to fall by your side, allowing the breath to return to a normal rhythm for you. And as you lay here, feel the earth's energy underneath you and draw up loving confidence with each inhale. We'll slowly start to wake up by wiggling our toes, maybe flexing our feet back and forth. You can even give a few ankle rolls here if that feels good in both directions. And then switching sides to your opposite foot or ankle. Taking a bend in both knees, making our way to waking up the wrists. And rolling those in both directions. And then once we've got a little bit of wake up in our joints, we're going to practice a reclined prep for tiger's pose. So arms will be out straight ahead of us. Hands will be flexed. We'll engage the lower belly and lift the legs to 90 degrees. From here, the right hand extends overhead. The left leg kicks out. And exhale back to center. Inhale, left arm overhead, right leg kicks out. Exhale back to center. Switch sides. On an inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Inhale, expand. Exhale, contract. Inhale, switch sides. Exhale, bring it back through to center. Last one on the left hand, right leg. And exhale back through to center. Roll over onto our left side. Gently push ourselves up into a seated position. From here, we'll inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands down through heart center. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to Anjali Mudra, heart center, and pause. We'll take a moment here to close the eyes, press the thumbs into the heart space, and check in. So for those of us that do not know what new moon is or what new moon energy is, it's a time for new beginnings and a time for us to, which makes a great time for us today to check inward and see what it is that we are really craving right now. What kind of new beginning are we hoping for? So with this intention, maybe set what it is that you're wanting to create or bring in more into your life. For me today, that is patience. And if you would like, you can carry that intention with you. If not, feel free to choose whatever's on your heart. And take a moment to breathe that intention in, allowing it to fill the space in and around you with each breath. One more deep breath together. Inhale. Exhale, audible sigh. You can blink the eyes open if they're closed. Hands will come down to the mat. We'll come onto all fours for tabletop. So we'll check in here with our alignment really quick. So wrists should be stacked underneath elbows, elbows stacked underneath shoulders. But if you're like me, and I just naturally hyperextend here, right? So I really need to check in with this joint and make sure that I have a little bend in my elbow here. So grip down to the mat like a gecko, bend the elbows just slightly. Knees are stacked underneath the hips. From here, inhale, send the heart forward, reach up, look up. Exhale, we'll fold, chin to chest, tailbone tucks underneath. Press the earth away. Inhale, send the heart forward. Exhale, round through. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Maybe you begin to find some play here and make circles in one direction a few times. And then we'll make circles in the opposite direction a few times here. And this is only if you like. You may find play a few other ways. Maybe that's by windshield wiping the legs, maybe bending into the left elbow, looking over the left shoulder, inhaling through center, and switching sides. So we'll come back to a neutral position here. Take a moment to flip the right palm facing up and gently rock back and forth here, just giving a little love to this right forearm, right wrist. Then we'll switch it over, give it a little shake, place it back down, switch sides to the left. Left palm is facing up, breathing loving energy into this left wrist, forearm area. Flip it back over, give it a little shake, and place it back down. From here, we'll bring our left leg up and behind our right knee. So we'll make just some gentle strides up and down, or maybe in some circles, whatever feels good in your body. Breathing through. We'll go ahead and lift that left knee, place it back down, switch sides, right knee lifts, comes behind the left leg. Make those same motions that you made on the right on this left calf too. So maybe up and down, making those long strides, or making those circular motions here. Breathing through, following your breath. On an inhale, we'll lift. Exhale, we lower. From here, you can still clap the feet just a little bit, and I'll go ahead and get some music going. We'll go ahead and lift. Here, we'll tuck our toes underneath, lift the hips up and back into downward facing dog. And take a moment in your down dog to begin to settle in. Maybe you pedal the dog out by bending into one knee and then the other. Maybe you bend both knees and re-straighten. Or maybe you come up on the tippy toes and sway your hips left to right. Wherever you're at, take a moment here. Inhale deeply. And exhale, let it go. We'll come back to stillness. Inhale, eyes forward. Slowly walk, step, or hop to the front of the mat here. Take a deep bend in the knees and find that forward fold. Inhale, raise up to standing. Sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach up, reverse swan dive all the way down. Inhale, find halfway lift, shine the heart forward. We'll fold. Plant the hand, step it back to a high plank. From high plank, you move, shift forward, lower down to low plank or all the way down. Inhale for baby cobra. Exhale, lower back down. We'll send it all the way back to that downward facing dog. Inhale, eyes forward, slowly walk, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, reach up, arms overhead. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, reverse swan dive all the way down. Inhale, find halfway lift, shine the heart. And exhale, fold, plant the hand, step it back to a high plank here. We'll move through down to low plank or all the way. And then we'll find Sphinx pose. So from here, we are pulling the shoulder blades together, lifting the heart. Maybe press down to your back feet, the tops of your feet. And just breathe here. Your next inhale, we'll get ready to move. And on our exhale, we'll lower down. Slide the hands by our ribcage, lift up, push up to a downward facing dog. Inhale, eyes forward, slowly walk, step, or hop to the front of the mat. I'll find that forward fold. Inhale, reach up to standing. Arms are overhead. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, reverse swan dive all the way down. Inhale, find halfway lift. The hands can also come to the shins here or the tops of the thighs. Just make sure we're creating a slight bend here in this knee. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step it back to your high plank. From here, we'll move through our vinyasa, finding our version, and then sending it all the way back to down dog. From here, we'll inhale, eyes forward, slowly walk, step, or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale to standing. Arms are by our sides here. So we're not sweeping our hands up overhead. We're actually finding a different transition for some of our standing poses. So starting with standing, we'll bring awareness to the right side of our body. Lift the right heel, slowly step it back into a warrior one. So checking in with our right hip, if it's pulling back, we're just gonna gently tap it forward. And if you feel like you need a little bit more room here, you can always take a step out wider than your mat to square off those hips. So we'll inhale, reach up with the arms. Exhale, lower the shoulders away from the ears. Pressing down through our right pinky toe. Breathing through, drawing up loving confidence and joy with each inhale. We'll open up, warrior two. The back leg is perpendicular with the left leg. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms to a T. So we'll check in now with our alignment here. The left knee should be tracking over the second toe. So if you feel like that left knee is turning in, just gently bring it out and track it over the second toe. Also, we'll make sure that this knee is hovering above the ankle. And then with our back leg, we'll take a slight bend in our knee and press down through our pinky toe here. Shoulders roll down and away from the ears. Soft gaze over your middle finger. Inhale, flip your wrist, lean forward, reverse your warrior. Exhale, arms back to a T. We'll inhale together. And exhale, step everything up to the front of the mat. Great job, everyone. So from here, we'll take a moment to pedal out the feet. Just notice any difference in the body, and maybe there's not any, and that's a-okay too. We're just taking a moment to check in. So we'll come back to find stillness together. Bring awareness to the left side of the body. The left heel lifts. The left leg lifts. Step back into warrior one legs. So checking in here on this side too. If this left hip is pulling back, we'll take a step out wider and tack it forward. Or maybe you have a shorter stance, and that's okay too. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Widen through the fingertips. Inhale, drawing up confident, loving energy from the earth with each breath. Get ready to move. Open up, warrior two. The back left leg moves perpendicular with the front. So same thing here, we're checking in with this right knee to hover over the right ankle. Left toe and left knee have a slight bend, pressing down to the left pinky toe. From here, we'll inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, arms to a T. Dropping the shoulders away from the ears, taking the moment here to slow the breath. Inhale, flip your right palm, lean forward, reverse your warrior. Inhale, arms back to a T. Exhale, step everything up to the front of the mat. Great job, everyone. From here, we'll walk it out for a few seconds, just to check in with any differences from that movement. And if there aren't any, that's okay too. Come back to stillness. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, fold hands through heart center all the way down. Inhale, find halfway lift. Shine the heart forward with confidence. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step it back to your high plank. From here, you can move through your vinyasa, whatever version you would like to take. And then we'll meet together in a downward facing dog. Inhale, fill up with love. And exhale, let it go. Inhale the right leg up high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift that right leg back up. And on an exhale, we'll step it through between our hands. From here, plant the left hand down. You can always get a block here also. Inhale, right arm lifts for twist into dragonfly pose. Inhale here. Exhale, lower that right hand back down. From here, we're going to step that left foot to meet the right. Heel toe the feet together. Sit deep. Inhale, chair pose. Hugging everything into the midline here. Squeezing the knees together. You can play with lifting the toes, sitting back onto the heels, and breathing here. Inhale deeply. Exhale, fold all the way down to the earth. Heel toe the feet away from each other. Take a slight bend in the knees. Move forward, fold. Inhale, we lift up into halfway lift. Exhale, we fold all the way down. Plant the hands, step it back into high plank. We move through down to low plank. Inhale, up dog. And exhale all the way back to downward facing dog. Great job, guys. So we'll inhale, feet together, lift that left leg up high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, back up. Exhale, step it through. You can use a block if you use one on the other side. Right hand comes to a block. Inhale, lift up, left arm twist into dragonfly pose. Spike that back heel up towards the ceiling. Inhale here. Exhale, lower that left hand back down. And move the block off to the side. Step the right foot up to meet the left. Heel toe the feet together. Inhale, sit deep, chair pose. Squeezing everything into the midline here. Checking in with the low back, making sure we're not dumping into the low back. Engage that lower belly. Breathing here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, we fold all the way down. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step it back into high plank. Exhale, move through, or feel free to skip it and meet me in a downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here to check in. Just notice any changes. You can drop the knees, take a child's pose. We'll inhale, lift back up if we're in child's pose. And if we're in down dog, we'll inhale, eyes forward. Slowly step, walk, or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, reach up to standing. Arms are by our side. So we'll go ahead and check in with the right side of our body to get ready to move. So the right side, right leg lifts, step it back. Warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Check in with your hips. Press down through your feet. Engaging all four corners of the feet here. Drawing up loving, confident energy from the earth. Open up, warrior two. Inhale, flip your left palm, lean forward, reverse your warrior. Inhale, arms back to a T. We'll bring the left arm to the left thigh. Inhale, sweep the right arm up and overhead. You can have the option to hover the left arm as well, if that feels good. If not, you may stay here. Inhale, arms back up. Exhale, step everything up to the front of the mat. Great job, everyone. We'll take a second to walk out here. Checking in. What feels different, maybe it doesn't. That's okay. We'll find stillness together. Bring awareness to the left side of the body. Lift the left foot, and then we'll step it back into warrior one on this side. Checking in with our hips. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Open up, warrior two. Beautiful job, everyone. And so we'll have a soft gaze over our middle finger here. Flip your right palm, lean forward, and reverse your warrior, staying deep into this front knee. Breathing here for one more round of full breath. And exhale. Inhale, arms back to a T. Right arm comes to the right inner thigh. From here, we'll inhale, sweep the left arm up and overhead. So creating this line of energy for the side body. So from here, if you would like to hover that right arm, you may choose to do so here, or you can stay with this right arm hovering over the right leg. So we'll take a deep breath here. And stay for the exhale. One more round. Inhale, arms back up to warrior two. We'll step everything up to meet the front of the mat. Beautiful. Take a moment here to pedal out. Recenter. We'll go ahead and find stillness together. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, fold. Inhale, find halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back to your high plank, move through. And then exhale, meet me in downward facing. Beautiful. Inhale, love. Exhale, let it go. Inhale the right leg up high. Flex those toes towards the face. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale back up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale, step it through. From here, take your variation of dragonfly. Inhaling that right arm up towards the ceiling. Spiking that back left heel up towards the ceiling. If it's too much for you to look up, you may always look down at the mat. Inhale together. Exhale, drop that right hand. Step the left foot up to meet the right. Heel toe the feet together. Inhale, arms up for chair pose. We'll bring the hands to heart center. If you would like, you may stay here. If you would like, you can take a twist. So we'll lift the heart, bring the left elbow to the outside of your right knee, keeping the legs together to make a unileg. So we shouldn't see one knee sliding forward or one sliding back. They should look like one single leg. Breathing here. Inhale back through to center. Exhale, switch sides. So the right elbow comes on the outside of the knee. Inhale back through to center. Exhale, fold all the way down. Heel toe the feet away from each other. Finding that forward fold. Inhale, find halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hand, step it back. Move through your Vinyasa. Or feel free always to meet me in downward facing dog. From here, we'll take a deep breath together. Exhale, audible sigh. Inhale the left leg up high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale it back up. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale it back up. Exhale, step it through. Find your variation of dragonfly pose here. So gripping down to the mat or the block with the right hand. Inhale, left arm opens up for a twist. Inhale together. Exhale, left arm plants. Step the right foot to meet the left. We'll heel toe the feet together here. Sit deep for one more chair pose. We got this. So you may stay here, or if you would like, you may find that twist over to the right. And then twist over to the left. Inhale back up. Exhale, fold. Heel toe the feet away. Inhale, find halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step it back or meet me in and flow through your vinyasa, or meet me in downward dog. If we're in down dog, we'll take a moment here, pedal off the feet, take a moment to check in. Once everyone has met us in downward dog, inhale, eyes forward, slowly walk, step or hop to the front of the mat. Inhale, raise up. So we're going to play around with some balancing poses here. So we'll check in. I'll face you guys so that you can get a nice clear view. But we're going to bring awareness to our right side first. Maybe you point the right foot out in front of you, behind you, maybe out to the side. Just kind of playing around with what it feels like to balance on the left leg. All right, so once this feels pretty good, we can bring that right foot to our calf here or above the knee, because we don't want to put any pressure on our knee joint. So from here, you can inhale your arms up and stay here. You can find cactus arms if you like. And if this is really easy for you, maybe play with closing one eye and then close the other. And if you sway in the wind and fall out of this, that's a-okay. Trees were meant to sway in the wind. And then we'll slowly lower down. Walk the feet out for just a second. Ground down through the right leg. Begin to point with the left foot forward, left foot to the side, left foot back. Figuring out what it feels like to balance on the right leg. All right, so once we're here, you can bring that left foot to the right inner calf or above the knee here. And then we'll bring our hands above our head or at cactus arms. And as always, you may just take a moment to put them at your hands. So finding your variation, wherever that is, and maybe playing around with closing one eye and then the other. And it's okay if you fall out of it or sway in the wind. We'll slowly and mindfully lower down. Take a moment to walk out here. Beautiful job, everyone. So we'll all meet at the front of our mat. Inhale, arms up and overhead. Exhale, we fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands. Step it back to your high plank. Move through. And meet me in downward dog. Beautiful. Inhale the right leg up high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale it back up. Exhale, knee to right elbow. Inhale it back up. You can take the twist here to the left side. Kick it out. Find fallen triangle. Bring that left hand back down. Inhale the right leg up high. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, find dragonfly. Exhale, lower down. From here, we're actually going to spin this back foot down. Walk over to the long side of our mat. Both feet here are facing forward. From here, we're going to take that wide-legged forward fold. So this is halfway lift. Hands are underneath the shoulders. If you would like, you may lower your head to a block or the mat. We'll go ahead and remove the block if we have one. Inhale, lift up, heel toe the feet inward where the heels are facing in, the toes are pointing up. We'll go ahead and lift up, find goddess pose. So we're checking in with our alignment here. Knees are stacked over our ankles, hands are at our heart, or you can bring the hands out by the sides. If you need a little bit more, you can play with lifting the heels. Hands up or by the heart, lowering down. We'll take a fold here, walk the hands over to frame the right foot. The left foot is gonna step up. And so both feet should be facing forward, just on opposite sides of the railroad track. So you should look like this. Beautiful. So from here, we're gonna bring our right thumb to our right hip crease, pull that right hip back and begin to forward fold. You can bring your hands to the earth or to a block. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, we fold. Remove the block. Place some bend in that right knee. And from here, we're going to ground down to this right leg. Put our hands by our sides or by our hips and start to lift into airplane pose. And this, again, is okay if you fall out of this, right? Yoga is just about finding that playful movement in your body, beginning to trust yourself in some of these motions, because sometimes they can feel a little scary, but some of the fun, especially being an Aries moon, is tapping into that courageous, loving energy. So we'll play around just a little bit longer. We'll just drop that left foot back down, step it up to the front of the mat, take a moment to walk out here. Great job wherever you're at. We'll inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center, fold all the way down. Inhale, find halfway lift. And exhale, fold, plant the hands, step it back, move through. And meet me in downward facing. We'll take a moment here to breathe in loving energy. And exhale, audible sigh. Inhale the left foot up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale it back up. Left knee, left elbow. Inhale it back up. Twist over to the right elbow. You can drop that left foot for fallen triangle. Slowly lower down with that right hand. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, step it through. From here, we're finding that dragonfly pose. Exhale, lower down. So then we're gonna walk our feet over to the side of our mat. You guys would be walking this way, but I want to show you my butt, so we're going to, I'll teach you facing you. So from here, we're doing that same motion on our right side. You can use a block if you have one, or a pillow for underneath the head. Breathing through. We'll inhale, lift up, remove the block to the side. Heel toe the feet inward, so the heels are facing in, toes are pointing out. We'll lift up and find our goddess pose. So finding whatever variation you would like here. Maybe that's lifting up the heels. Lowering down. Inhale, lift up. And this time, you should be with the left foot in front here. So you're just gonna turn the back right toes to all face forward. The left foot's in front, right foot is back. So this is how you guys will look. Perfect. So from here, we'll shorten our stance some. Bring the left thumb to our left hip crease, tap that left hip back, and begin to forward fold here. Using a block if you like. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, fill up. And exhale, lower down. Remove the block to the side. We'll slowly lift ourselves up, placing a slight bend in this left leg here. And so now we're going to get ready to play with airplane pose on the left side. So we're going to ground down through this left leg. Hands can come by your sides or by your hips. And then when you're ready, we'll begin to lift this back right heel into airplane pose. Maybe you use something in front of your gaze, like a remote or a block, for you to have that fixed focal point. And if you fall out of this, again, it's A-okay. We're just playing around, right? So maybe we take another chance to play with some courageous energy here. Breathing in, and exhale, lower back down. We'll step everything back up to the front of the mat. Beautiful job. Take a moment to pedal out here. Find stillness. Inhale, scoop the arms up and overhead. Exhale, fold all the way back down. Inhale, find halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step it back to your high plank. You can move through your last vinyasa of practice, or you can feel free to meet me in down dog. And from down dog, we're gonna lower the knees down and grab our bolster. So the bolster or pillows, you can double up, stack some pillows here. We're gonna bring this in front of us. Knees are out wide, big toes are touching. And we're gonna slowly forward fold onto this bolster or pillows for a child's pose. Reconnecting with a grounding energy, knowing that the earth is underneath us, supporting us in all that we do. Inhale, lift the right cheek, switch sides to the left cheek. And take a few breaths here, allowing the body to regulate from all of the movement we just did. Allowing that parasympathetic nervous system to take hold here. We'll inhale, lift up. Slowly walk yourself up, removing the bolster or the pillows to the side, knees together, swing them out in front of you. We'll scoot our hips down to our ankles and slowly lower down to the mat here. Beautiful job. So from here, we're gonna play with bridge. So you can grab a block if you like. I always like to take a supported bridge. I have low back issues, So having a block or a bolster is paramount of importance for me. If you do not want to take a supported bridge, it's totally fine. You can stay engaged here. We're going to press down through our feet. Inhale, lift the hips up high. Roll the shoulders behind the heart. And you can place a block here if you like and lower the hips down. Breathing through, filling up with loving, restorative energy. Inhale, lift the hips up. Remove the block if you have one. On an exhale, slow as molasses. Roll the spine back down. The hips are the last thing to touch the earth. And once we're here, you may gently windshield wipe the knees left to right. Just very subtle movement here. We'll bring the knees back through to center. Lift the right leg up. Flex the toes towards the face. Maybe give yourself a little ankle roll here. And then ankle roll to the opposite direction. Both hands are going to reach around the right thigh. You can stay here if this serves you. If you need a little bit more, extend the left leg out long. You may also bring the hands to the back of the calf or peace fingers on the right side around the big toe. Breathing through, filling up with loving, restorative energy here. Exhale, slowly unwind wherever you are, bringing both knees to bend, feet are flat on the mat. This time we will extend the right leg up and over to the ceiling. Give yourself a few ankle rolls here. Make sure to switch directions. We'll come back to stillness. Hands will reach around the left thigh. You may stay here if this serves you. If not, take the same variation that you did on the opposite side for symmetry purposes. Slowly lower down the left leg to meet the right. Both of them are bent. Feet are flat on the mat. From here, you can do that same windshield wipe action. We're going to take Supta Baddha Konasana. So feet are together, knees are out wide. You may always set yourself up with some props. If you have blocks, you can place a block on either side of the knees here. If you don't have blocks but you would like support, use your pillows, your double pillows, or your bolster, and then place that underneath. You're more than welcome to stay in your Supta Baddha Konasana. If you would like to take any last poses, now is a great time to do so. So if you would like to take any gentle twists here, you can practice that with me. Or you may take a happy baby, legs at the wall, anything that you feel like will serve you and your body in this moment. Whenever you're done with your final pose, with your final active pose, we'll bring the legs out long, arms are by our side. Again, if you would like to set yourself up, you may set yourself up for Shavasana using blocks under the knees, a bolster under the knees or your pillows. And if you like, you may also take a blanket over you. You don't have to, just always optional. And as we settle into this Shavasana, we'll take a moment to find gratitude to ourselves for showing up today to practice yoga, for each other being a support and a light for each other, even if it is virtually. Time and space sometimes doesn't matter with those kinds of things. It's all an energy exchange. So we'll take this moment to send gratitude to everyone we know, everyone that we've yet to meet, and especially ourselves and the blessings that are within us and around us. With each inhale and exhale, may you relax deeper into a state of loving, calm, and peace. You may stay here as long as you want, but if you are ready to move, you can slowly bend the knees, removing the blocks to the side. Maybe you remove your blanket. And of course, taking any organic movements that feel good in your body, rolling the wrists, the ankles, and then rolling over onto one side and pressing yourself up to a seated position here. So we'll sit up nice and tall, remove the fleshy parts from our sit bones, bring our hands in front of our heart. Sending out that loving, supportive energy again to everyone that we know, everyone that we've yet to meet. We'll bring our thumbs to our third eye point, sending that loving energy and supportive energy to ourselves. Together we bow forward to seal in our practice, Sat Nam, where truth is my identity. Thank you so much for practicing with me, everyone. I had a blast, and I will see you either tomorrow night at 7:30 for a restorative flow for the new moon in Taurus during Taurus season. So lots of grounding, fun energy. Or I also teach on Thursday morning at the same time. So thank you so much. I hope you'll have a wonderful day.